Donuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, for it's root for the Mariners. They don't win, it's a shame. Or it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Big raised ball cards and auctions. Good day, Donald. Socializing with Sonia's in the house, saying hey and waving. How you doing, Sonia? And Big Ray. All right, let's go in and get my computer set up. As usual, YouTube and Google teamed together, and I think they conspired to do this to us little channels. Making all this. I go to set up my stream 15 minutes before the stream, and my computer wants to go through all these hoops. It wants me to log back into my YouTube account. It wants me, then once I log in, it sends a verification to my cell phone so I can verify that it's me, and then it allows me in, and then by that point it's 10 minutes later and it's 5 minutes to 2, and then I'm working on getting the stream finally set up. So, Take It Back Tuesday, 80 Ionic Years of 80 Ionic Players, Part 2 of 2. The 80 players without whom the history of baseball from 1942 to 2021 could not be told. And that is our content for today, since I'm behind the power curve. So other than that, I've got that set up. Refresh the chat. Try and start right at 2:11 promptly. So after we do this, I'll go over again this here, our nifty gifty for the wheel of name spinning action coming up tomorrow at the end of the stream. Okay. And then other than that, we will be doing this this blaster box of Topps 2022 Series 1. Got a few of these in from my Facebook group. Schemed together and got together and sent me some Topps Baseball 2022 Series 1 blaster boxes, and then 2021 Mosaic blaster boxes. So we've got, I believe it's 4 of those. Make sure I don't got some hiding down here somewhere. We'll have a pack of football cards for tomorrow's 1981 Pro Football Hall of Fame. And then we might do a hobby box on Thursday. Haven't fully decided yet. It'll be taking us throwback to 2020. And then on Friday, of course, we'll be doing Bobby Doerr for our Hall of Famer, along with probably a blaster box of Mosaic. And if you see the description of this video, you will see, boom, it was a J-Rod rookie variation for Topps now. Not worth much, but very short printed and very cool. And I missed out on that one. I mustn't have got my notification from Topps. But that's okay. Somewhere down the road, I'll end up trying to get a hold of one, I guess. No pictures or description of what the card would be, and gambled it would be a J-Rod. Boom! It was a J-Rod rookie card variation. That is cool. Yeah, those are definitely hard to find. That's for sure. So that's what we're going to do here at the end of the stream after we finish up our part 2 of 2 for 80 years of iconic players. So let me do one thing real quick. Let me refresh the chat. On all 3 of my devices, just so I know I'm up to date. And you are going to be a booger, aren't you? Okay, let me do this one while we're waiting for my iMac, which should be my better computer, to get things rolling here. Alright, so we're going to continue in Baseball Digest, July-August issue 2022 for 80 years of 80 Ionic players. We got through about half of them last week. If you want, you can go back and watch the episode there. But we're going to continue here on this. And we will be starting and most likely finishing up with "80 Years of Ionic Players." And we'll be starting off this episode with Lou Brock. Lou Brock, Chicago Cubs fans still wince over the 1964 trade that sent Lou Brock to the St. Louis Cardinals. And with good reason, the speedster went on to create base path havoc for many years. Was the first player to hit 20-plus homers and steal 50-plus bases in the same season. In 1967, cracked 3,023 career hits and batted .391 in 21 World Series games. Brock shares the record for most steals in Fall Classic play with 14, and twice stole 7 bags in a single World Series, 1967 and 1968. And he finished with 938 career steals, including a then record of 118 in 1974, and stole 50-plus in a season 12 times. Brock was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1985. Hangers went from 10 to 15. Oh yeah, I know that. When I can get a hold of one once in a while on my exchange. We went over to Oak Harbor and I didn't have the cash with me, or I would have bought some. The Navy exchange there in Oak Harbor, Washington, had probably about 20 Series 2 hanger boxes. 20. I was like, my, oh my. Why can't I live here in Oak Harbor so I can go here and buy a couple when I need them? They have big stock because they're a much, much bigger exchange and much more selections of everything else, which was kind of nice. Next up to bat, we've got Mariano Rivera. Mariano Rivera is the only player ever elected unanimously to the Hall of Fame. The cut fastball was Rivera's signature pitch, and he rarely threw anything else. But knowing what was coming never seemed to help hitters, many of whom returned to the dugout with a cracked bat. Rivera saved a record 652 games for the New York Yankees between 1995 and 2013, getting the final out in 4 World Series. He finished a record 952 games. And his career ERA, 2.21, is lowest among pitchers who began pitching after the dead ball era in 1919. Mo pitched in 96 postseason games, going 8-1 with 42 saves and a .70 ERA. Best card I pulled from a recent Fairfield box was a Mac Jones rookie card. Was in Puerto Rico. Only cards I could find anywhere there. Alright, next up to bat here, we got Sandy Kofax. Sandy Kofax is up to pitch next. The bonus baby rule forced the Brooklyn Dodgers to keep Sandy Koufax in the majors as a teenager, and he averaged only 115 innings through his first 6 seasons. However, from 1961 to 1966 in Los Angeles, he averaged 272 innings with a 2.19 ERA, and total 46.4 WAR. 8 points better than any other pitcher in that span. Kofax was the MVP in 1963 and won the Cy Young Award 3 times during the era in which it was given for both leagues. He threw 4 no-hitters, including a perfect game, before arm pain prompted him to retire at age 30 with a 165 and 87 record. 2.76 ERA and 4 World Series rings. Let's scooch that over just a little bit because I want to pull this over here and bring it down a tad. I don't know, maybe enough. I can still read that. Next up to bat is Chipper Jones, one of baseball's all-time great switch hitters. Chipper Jones rapidly grew into a cornerstone of the great Atlanta Braves team of the 1990s and 2000s after being selected first overall in the 1990 draft. In his 19-year career, Jones, whose real first name is Larry, had 2,726 hits, 468 home runs, and totaled more walks than strikeouts. When he retired after the 2012 season, he had more RBIs, 1,623, than any other player whose primary position was third base. Jones, an 8-time All-Star, was named 1990 National League MVP after swatting 45 homers and recording a 1.04 OPS. He won a batting title in 2008 at the age of 36 with a 364 mark. Right, My Walmart hasn't stocked baseball in close to 3 months now. Tons of hockey for some reason. Probably not selling as much this time of year. I don't even look at Walmart anymore. For some reason, almost every product at least $5 or more than Target for some reason. Yeah, they're trying to get in on the action of all these baseball cards selling. But that's okay, because my local Walmart decided not to stock it anymore because too many people were stealing them. So that did the honest people in for sure. So let me get in here and refresh my chats since I'm caught up. Okay. Big Family and Sports is in the house. Howdy, folks. How you doing there, Aaron? Thanks for popping into the stream here. Appreciate you, brother. Next up to bat is Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds, 162.8. 162.8. Had a WAR almost identical to Babe Ruth's 162.7. However, his career is clouded by performance-enhancing drug suspicion, which kept him from being elected to the Hall of Fame. Bonds could be considered by the Contemporary Baseball ERA Committee as early as this December, and the numbers are certainly there. He has more home runs, 762, MVPs with 7, walks with 2,558, and intentional walks with 688 than anyone else. He's also a 5-time member of the 30-30 Club and one of 4 players to ever to have 40 homers and 40 steals in the same season. His 73 homers in 2001 is the single season record. And next up to bat here we have Max Scherzer. Despite a violent delivery, Max Scherzer has been a throwback to the old-fashioned ace, topping 200 innings each year from 2013 to 18. With a 190 and 97 record from 2008 to 21. In his first major league game with the Arizona Diamondbacks, he retired all 13 batters he faced, an MLB record for a pitcher making his debut. Scherzer, who signed with the New York Mets this past offseason, has 2 no-hitters, 3 Cy Young Awards, and helped the Washington Nationals win the World Series in 2019. At one point in his career, he made 298 starts without missing a turn. He had more wins, 161, and strikeouts with 2,452 than any other pitcher during the 2010s. Our last player in these 2 pages here is Roy Halladay. The era of workhorse starting pitchers has faded, but Roy Halladay, who starred for the Toronto Blue Jays and Philadelphia Phillies, was a throwback in that regard. He led his league in complete games 7 times, the most of any pitcher whose career began after World War II, and had 8 seasons with 220-plus innings, an enormous total in the age of specialization. Halladay didn't just pitch, though. He was a master, going 203 and 105 in 16 seasons. The 2-time Cy Young Award winner threw a perfect game in 2010 and then tossed the second no-hit game in postseason history, beating the Cincinnati Reds in Game 1 of a 2010 Division Series. All right, our next page here we have, of course, Ted Williams, Mike Schmidt, and George Brett, along with Clayton Kershaw here, but he's just no shortcut to home plate with him. I stand with the Taylor Hooton Foundation. Kevin's Models and More's in the house too. How you doing there, Kevin? Appreciate you being here, brother. Sorry I missed your chat the other day. When I didn't see it, I guess you took off and said goodbye, and I started talking to you, but you were gone already. But at least I caught one of your lives the other day, popped in and said hello while you were doing your rocket building. Jay Bagwell's in the house. We've got 6 thumbs up. We got 5 people watching. Remember, if we get to 20 thumbs up, I'll not only do this blaster, but we'll do a blaster of Mosaic. I like to say it both ways because I like the way I said it and I like the way it's supposed to be said. All right, so let me get in here, and there we go. Jay Bagwell. Hey, Family and Sports, saying hello to everybody in the channel. Thanks for being here, Jay Bagwell. Appreciate you being here, brother. All right, let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. All right, get all my streams up to the refresh there. Kevin's Models and More says Aaron. All right, Ted Williams next up to bat. Ted Williams said he wanted to be considered the greatest hitter who ever lived, and Teddy Ballgame just might be, thanks to a career that included 6 batting titles, 4 home run crowns, and a .344 lifetime average, and 521 home runs with the Boston Red Sox. If he hadn't missed all or part of 5 seasons because he was a Marine pilot in World War II and the Korean War, who knows what those numbers would look like. Williams, the last man to hit 406 in 1941, led the American League in on-base percentage 12 times and slugging 9. He also won 2 Triple Crowns and is MLB's all-time leader in OBP, on-base percentage of .482. Next up to bat is one of my favorite childhood players, Mike Schmidt with the Philadelphia Phillies. Pretty sure that was back in 1976. I remember that season. Me and one of my friends had a great time that summer. That's for sure. I'll have to tell you that story another day. All right, Mike Schmidt. Only Babe Ruth had more home run titles than Michael Jack Smith, which might tell you all you need to know about the Philadelphia Phillies great. Except there's much more to Schmidt, who was perhaps the greatest third baseman in MLB history. The 12-time All-Star was a sublime fielder who won 10 Gold Gloves, led the National League third baseman in turning double plays 6 times, and ran so well he would never be confused with base-clogging sluggers. Schmidt led the National League in home runs 8 times, won 3 MVP awards, and was a 1980 World Series MVP. He compiled a .380 career on-base percentage and had 548 career home runs. Next up the bat for the Kansas City Royals in honor of Lockin 99. You can hear me, right? Yeah, that sound's on. Okay. Oh, no. The greatest right there to his right. Oh, George Brett. He's coming up next. He's right next door to Mike Schmidt. They're buddies here. George Brett's 21 seasons with the Kansas City Royals, including 3,154 hits and 317 home runs. He is one of only 5 players to hit better than 300 lifetime, with more than 3,000 hits and 300 homers. His .390 batting average in 1980 was the highest in a full season, not shortened by a work stoppage since Ted Williams did it with a .406 in 1941. Brett is the only player to win batting titles in 3 decades, 1976, 1980, and 1990. He hit .337 with 10 homers in 43 postseason games. Still, the most iconic image of him is going crazy after being called out for having too much pine tar on his bat during a game against the New York Yankees in 1983. There you go, Larkin. George Brett, your Kansas City Royal. All right, full boat on this next one here. We've got 7 Ionic players coming up. Nolan Ryan, Stan the Man Musial, Catfish Hunter, Miguel Cabrera Miggy, Carl Ustrumsky, Ichiro Suzuki, and Alex Rodriguez. After this brief intermission, as I refresh the chat. Looks like we're good to go now. We're up to date on my computer being slow. Must have been doing something in the background that I wasn't aware of. So other than that, let's get back to the stream as soon as I get a sip of water. So next up to bat is Nolan Ryan. Piece of ice snuck out of the canister there. No one else had Nolan Ryan's fastball or his remarkable longevity, and no one else has had the jersey retired by 3 different clubs. The Ryan Express was the master of the strikeout, fanning a record 5,714 batters during his career, and was so dominant for so long that he led baseball in strikeouts in both the 1970s and 1980s. The 8-time All-Star won 11 different strikeout titles, and he threw 7 no-hitters, the most all-time, with the last one coming at age 44. Ryan gave up only 6.6 hits per 9 innings, another record pitched for 27 seasons and made 773 career starts. Only Cy Young started more with 815. Stan the Man Musial. In the 1940s, Stan Musial had the second highest batting average, .347 of the decade. Incredibly, he repeated the feat in the 50s when he batted .330. Simply put, Stan the Man could hit. He won 7 National League batting titles, batted .331 lifetime, and slugged 475 career home runs. Amazingly, he had 1,815 hits in both home and away games during his 22-year career with the St. Louis Cardinals. No surprise then that Musial made 24 All-Star games in his career. In 1948, he missed capturing the Triple Crown by 1 home run, but did have 4 5-hit games, making him just the second player to accomplish that feat. The first was Ty Cobb. Next up to bat is Catfish Hunter with the Oakland Athletics. Right. Given the nickname by Charlie Finley, who signed him out of high school, Jim Catfish Hunter never pitched a day in the minors. He won 20 games 5 years in a row, 1971 through 1975, and averaged 230 innings per year for 15 seasons. Hunter registered 181 complete games and 42 shutouts in his career, and pitched a perfect game in 1968. Catfish changed the game when he challenged his contract in arbitration and was declared a free agent. The precursor to free agency, the New York Yankees won a bidding war. Hunter pitched on 5 World Championship teams with the Oakland A's and the Yankees, winning 9 postseason games. Right? Did Ichiro and A-Rod make it in their Yankees uniform? Oh, no. No. Ichiro's in his Seattle Mariners, and A-Rod is in his Yankee uniform, that's for sure. So next up to bat is Miguel Cabrera, known as Miggy. Miguel Cabrera was only 16 years old when he signed with the Florida Marlins, and barely 20 when he made his major league debut, hitting a game-winning homer on June 20th, 2003. He also homered off Roger Clements in the World Series that year, helping the Marlins to a title. After he was traded to the Detroit Tigers in 2008, Cabrera added 2 MVP awards, 4 batting titles, and a Triple Crown. He ended the 2021 season with 502 home runs and 2,987 hits, and with his 3,000th career hit on April 23rd this year, became the 4th player to accumulate a 300 average, 500 doubles, 500 homers, and 3,000 hits. Next up the bat is Carl Ustrumsky. The Impossible Dream summer of 1967 forever made Carl Ustrumsky a member of baseball royalty. The Boston Red Sox left-hander, who took over the position 6 years earlier from Ted Williams, won the Triple Crown that season while driving the team to the American League pennant via performance and will. The Sox had finished 9th the previous year. Yaz, a 3-time batting champion, played his entire 23-year career in Boston and became the first American League player with both 400 home runs and 3,000 hits. He also earned 7 Gold Gloves in left, thanks in part to his mastery of playing caroms off Fenway Park's famous Green Monster. All right, next up to that, we have Ichiro, which they just had Ichiro Hall of Fame induction weekend here in Seattle this last weekend. It was nice watching him get his Seattle Mariners Hall of Fame jersey. Ichiro Suzuki was the first Japanese player in the major leagues, and will no doubt be the first Japanese player elected to the Hall of Fame when he hits the ballot in 2024. Oh, I thought it was going to be 2025. Maybe because he actually retired in 2019. I don't know how that's going to open. But no, it'll be the ballot for 24 for induction into the Hall of Fame in 2025. That's what it is. Okay. That's thanks to his remarkable bat speed and defensive skills in the outfield. Suzuki had a total of 4,367 hits, 3,089 in the MLB, and 1,278 in Japan. and his 2,244 hits for the Seattle Mariners from 2001 to 2010 are the most for any player in a 10-season span in the MLB history. He also broke George Sisler's single-season record when he collected 262 hits in 2004. A 10-time All-Star, he is one of only 7 players with both 3,000 hits and 500 stolen bases. And our last one on this page group is Alex Rodriguez. Ichiro, who? Ichiro, Ichiro, Ichiro. That was the chant on Saturday when he got inducted. So many times they had to hold up until the fans were done shouting their Ichiro. It was all in unison in the whole stadium. It was awesome. Alex Rodriguez put up tremendous numbers during his 22-year career, including 696 home runs, but his legacy is tainted by steroid scandal, including a 2009 admission of use and an MLB suspension for the 2014 season. A-Rod is 4th on both the all-time home run and RBI 2086 lists. Had 3,115 hits and is one of only 4 players ever with 40 home runs and 40 steals in the same season in 1998. He was often a lightning rod, whether for his personal foibles or October failures, but Rodriguez did star for the New York Yankees in the 2009 postseason, batting .365 with 6 homers and 18 RBIs in 15 games to win his lone World Series ring. So there you go, those players, as we continue on. I thought it was funny they brought the hero to throw. Oh, the girl. Oh yeah, that was neat that they brought her out. The one that he went into the stands, caught the ball, and then she didn't realize it was Ichiro until after it had happened. She was wondering what was going on there. So we've got a couple of pages to go here still. But next up, we've got Minnie Minosa, Juan Marichal, Roger Maris, Yadier Molina, Clayton Kershaw, Roger Clements, and Tommy John. Let me get a sip of water real quick here. All right, trying to pace myself. I don't want to run out before we end all my talking. Yeah, refresh the chat here. How's the weather where you guys are living? Is it warm, cool? We're still having a muggy type weather here. It has been muggy and humid, more than usual, that's for sure. But we're supposed to hit a cooler spell come tomorrow or Thursday. All right. So now we are back again. Minnie Minosa is up to bat first here. There we go. Minnie Minosa began his career with the Negro Leagues, an all-star who won a championship with the New York Cubans. He became MLB's first Afro-Latino player in 1949 with the Cleveland Indians and broke the racial barrier for the Chicago White Sox in 1951. Known as the Cuban Comet for the blend of power and speed and relentless hustle that he brought to the Go-Go White Sox of the 1950s. Minoso led the American League in steals 3 times and played in 8 All-Star games. He retired in 1964 but came back for a brief appearance with the White Sox in 1976 and 80, and becoming one of the few players to appear in 5 decades. Next up to bat is Juan Marichal. Juan Marichal's trademark high leg kick was often imitated, but few pitchers could replicate his body control to achieve his balance and pinpoint command. The Dominican dandy won more games in the 1960s, 191, than any other pitcher, more than Sandy Kofax, John Drysdale, or Bob Gibson. On July 2nd, 1963, Markall threw 16 scoreless innings to outlast Warren Spann and the Milwaukee Braves, 1-0. He won 25 or more games 3 times. He and Kofax are still the only pitchers since World War II to do that more than once. Markall won 243 games and compiled a 2.89 ERA and went into the Hall of Fame in 1983. Be careful with your elbow while reading the Tommy John part. That'll be the end of this section, so then I'll have a chance to take a break. Roger Maris is next up to bat here, and I'm starting to sweat. I don't want to turn... You know what? I'm going to turn my fan on, but tell me if it doesn't sound as bad if I turn it away from me. Pushing the wrong button. Gotta at least get some air circulating in here in my studio. Already sweating on my butt. My butt's sweating on my chair. I use a card table chair. I gotta get me a comfortable chair one of these years. Is it everything sounding okay now? I don't have the fan blowing right at me, but I'm trying to get it to circulate some air around. I think I can start feeling it now. Doesn't look like there's much feedback on the fan. So Roger Maris had a relatively short career. He played 12 seasons but reached shimmering heights. In 1961 with the New York Yankees, he broke Babe Ruth's single-season home run record, which stood since 1927 by blasting 61. That earned a figurative asterisk and disapproval from those who thought Mickey Mantle should be the one to do it. That was unfair to a man who notched back-to-back MVP seasons in 1960 and 61 and was a key cog in Yankees championship teams in 1961 and 2. Maris went on to win the Fall Classic again with the St. Louis Cardinals in 1967. The Yankees retired his number 9 jersey in 1984. Next up to bat we've got here is Yadier Molina. Yadier Molina, one of the finest defensive catchers who ever lived, is a giant in St. Louis Cardinals lore. What with 10 All-Star selections entering the 2022 season, 9 Gold Gloves, 4 Platinum Gloves, 2,000-plus career hits, and 1,000-plus career RBIs, Molina was the first player to catch at least 2,000 games with one team. He comes from a catching family. His brothers Benji and Jose were both big league backstops, and the trio is the first set of 3 brothers to each earn World Series rings. Yadier, who turns 40 in July, has played on 4 St. Louis pennant winners and won the World Series in 2006 and 2011. Next up, we've got Clayton Kershaw. In 2020, Clayton Kershaw buried the notion that he couldn't win the big game when he clinched the Los Angeles Dodgers' World Series triumph over the Tampa Bay Rays. From 2008 to 21, Kershaw went 185 and 84 with a 2.49 ERA and a 9.8 strikeouts per innings. With 3 Cy Young Awards and an MVP, he is also the only pitcher in MLB history to lead the major leagues in ERA 4 years in a row. 2011 through 2014, Kershaw had the lowest ERA, 2.31, of any starting pitcher during the 2010s. Fun fact, he played center on his high school football team, snapping the ball to current Los Angeles Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford. Next up to bat here, we got Roger Clements. Roger Clemens' Hall of Fame chances were hurt by links to performance-enhancing drugs, PEDs, through Rocket. Certainly, his Cooperstown-worthy numbers 7 Cy Young Awards, the most all-time, 354 wins, 4,672 strikeouts, third behind Nolan Ryan and Randy Johnson, and 7 ERA titles in 24 years. Clements became the first pitcher ever to strike out 20 batters in a 9-inning game in 1986. The same year, he won his first Cy Young. He fanned 20 in a game 10 years later, too. Clements is no longer on the BBWAA ballot for the Hall of Fame, but like Barry Bonds, could be considered by the Contemporary Baseball ERA Committee this December. I have a feeling Clements will probably get in. Bonds could possibly get into, like they said, through the Contemporary Baseball ERA Committee this December. Headed out, got to take my little ones to baseball practice. That's pretty cool. They're still playing ball around the country. The young guys. That's good. Ours here, unless they're playing with something associated with their elementary school, they're pretty much done until the spring. Tommy John is our last one on this page set. Tommy John's name will still be familiar 80 years from now. More so because he's the fella the elbow surgery is named after. But he wasn't just a gutsy guy willing to have an unknown operation. Before and after he underwent the ligament replacement procedure devised by Dr. Frank Jobe, John, who played for 6 teams, was a fine pitcher. After being the first to have the surgery, he missed all of the 1975, but returned to earn 164 of his 288 lifetime victories. John, who had a 3.34 ERA and made 700 starts in a 26-year career, pitched until he was 46. He was second in Cy Young voting twice, in 1977 and 1979. Oh, it's fall ball here. There we go. Oh, that's neat if you have fall ball. I wish they'd do that other places. Let the kids play some more and get some more practice in. I watched some of the Little League World Baseball Tournament. And that was cool. And the only one I got left to watch now is the championship game against, I know it's between Hawaii and Curacao, and I know Hawaii wins, but it's nice to just watch to see the 2 teams that made to the finals. That's good. That's pretty cool. So on our next group here, we've got Robin Roberts, Roy Campanella, Bob Feller, Reggie Jackson, Warren Spahn, Willie Stargell, and Don Drysdale. You get a refresh going here. Boy, that fan being on is much better. It's not bothering much with my microphone, is it? You might hear a whirling sound, but I don't think it should be as bad as before. I got it pushing toward the wall, so it's kind of pushing and coming around in a breeze. I could see it blowing some of my little papers off to the left here, so I know the breeze is making it around the room. I could probably do it that way. So Robin Roberts is our next in the group of players. We've got that and one more page after this, I believe. Yep. One more page of players after these 7. Robin Roberts. Durable righty Robin Roberts never missed a start in the decade of the 1950s and was second in the MLB in wins and strikeouts over that span. From 1950 to 1955, he won 20-plus games each season with the Philadelphia Phillies, making him one of 3 pitchers over the last 80 years to reach that figure in 6 consecutive years, joining fellow Hall of Famers Fergie Jenkins, Warren Spann. He also led the National League in victories for 4 straight years from 52 to 55. Roberts, who starred 5 All-Stars games, amassed 286 wins and 305 complete games over his 19-year career and led the 1950 Whiz Kids Phillies to a World Series appearance. All right, Roy Campanella. Roy Campanella spent parts of 8 seasons in the Negro Leagues, constantly barnstorming and catching hundreds of games a year before the Brooklyn Dodgers signed him, and then saw his career cut short by a tragic car accident at the age of 36. However, his 10 years with the Dodgers were filled with accomplishments. 3 MVP awards, 1951, 53, and 55, and 8 consecutive All-Star selections from 1949 to 56. Among them, revered by sports writers, Campy was one of the bums who helped deliver Brooklyn's lone World Series title in 1955. And he had 242 home runs and 856 RBIs as a Dodger. He was elected to the Hall of Fame in 1969. All right, we got 4 people watching. 8 thumbs up. We're almost to that first tier for the first box. 2 more thumbs up. Let's get those thummies up for 10 thumbs up in a stream. All right, Bob Feller. Bob Feller. Here's how dominant Bob Feller was. Rapid Robert missed 3 full seasons and part of another during the 40s while in the Navy during World War II, but still had second most wins and strikeouts for the decade. In his first start as a 17-year-old in high school, Feller struck out 15 batters and claimed his first of 266 wins. He was such a sensation that his graduation from Van Meter, Iowa High School garnered media attention. Feller, who won 20 games 6 times with the Cleveland Indians and threw 3 career no-hitters, 12 one-hitters, and set records since broken for the most strikeouts in a game at 18 and a season 348. Reggie Jackson's our next. Let me get a sip of water quick. I forgot to do that between pages last time. All right, Reggie Jackson, Mr. November. Might mention that in here. Go back here real quick. Okay. Reggie Jackson once mused that if he played in the Big Apple, a candy bar would be named after him. Lo and behold, when he signed with the New York Yankees, the Reggie Bar was born. Jackson loved to talk, but backed it up, blasting 563 career homers and thriving particularly in the World Series. He twice was named the World Series MVP in 1973 with the Oakland A's and 1977 with the Yankees, and was part of 5 Fall Classic winners. In 27 World Series games, Jackson batted .357 with 24 RBIs and slammed 10 homers, 3 of which came on successive pitchers he saw in the Game 6 in 1977. Next up to bat, Warren Spahn. Known for his high leg kick and incredible longevity, Warren Spahn is the winningest lefty in MLB history. He pitched until he was 44 years old and was a 16-time All-Star with Boston Milwaukee Braves. Spahn won 363 games in a 21-year career that would have been more glittering if he hadn't missed 3 full seasons from 43 to 45 because he was active in World War II, fighting at, among other theaters, the Battle of the Bulge. He registered a dazzling .382 career, complete games, and won 3 ERA titles. Spahn was still so good at the age of 42 that he went 23-7 with a 2.60 ERA for the Braves. Next up is Willie Stargell. Willie Stargell was a mainstay of the Pittsburgh Pirates from 1962 to 82, a big man with a larger-than-life personality. His 296 home runs were the most in the MLB during the 1970s, including 48 in 1971. and 44 in 1973. He is best remembered as Pops, the elder statesman of the 1979 World Series champs, who played to the disco beat of We Are Family. Ba, 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 ba. Stargell was co-National League MVP that year and MVP of the NLCS and the World Series. Batting .414 with 5 homers in 10 postseason games, his total of 475 home runs would have been much higher had he not played home games in cavernous Forbes Field for his first 7.5 full seasons in the majors. And our last player on this 2-page slot is Don Drysdale. Don Drysdale. Spann called me young fellow whenever he saw me. Well, yeah, because we're probably younger than he was. Don Drysdale was third over the decade in wins with 158 and strikeouts 1,910. Thanks to a wicked sidearm fastball and his penchant for pitching inside. He was a 6'5" intimidator for the Brooklyn Los Angeles Dodgers, winning 3 strikeout titles and throwing 49 career shutouts. When Drysdale retired in 1969, his 154 hit batsmen were the most by a pitcher in the live ball era since 1920. He was a 9-time All-Star who shares the record for starting the Midsummer Classic 5 times. In 1962, he went 25-9 and won the Cy Young Award, and in 1968 he tossed a then record 58.2 consecutive scoreless innings, including 6 straight shutouts. There we have it. And then for our last 4 in the lineup here is Fernando Venezuela, Mark McGwire, Dennis Eckersley, and John Schmaltz. So we got a Dodger and a Cardinal and an Athletic and a Brave. That will conclude us in this 2-week series we did. Fernando Valenzuela. In 1981, a young Mexican left-hander named Fernando Venezuela emerged as a star for the Los Angeles Dodgers and became a cultural icon. Fernando Mania delighted the baseball world as the rookie won his first 8 starts, throwing 7 complete games, 5 of which were shutouts. He became the first pitcher to win a Cy Young Award and a Rookie of the Year award in the same season, going 13-7 with a 2.48 ERA. The 6-time All-Star went to compile a record of 173 wins, 153 losses, and a 3.54 ERA in a 17-year career that included a 21-11 season in 1986 and a 5-1 record with a 1.98 ERA in 9 postseason games. Next up, cut back is Mark McGwire. Mark McGwire was one of the most prolific sluggers in baseball history, but clouds loom over his accomplishments because in 2010 he admitted using steroids. He remained on the Hall of Fame ballot for 10 years, 2007 to 16, but never came close to being elected. Big Mac, one of 3 players with 450 home run seasons, bashed 70 in 1998 as a member of the St. Louis Cardinals as the country watched his pursuit of the single-season record alongside Sammy Sosa of the Chicago Cubs. McGwire's mark lasted only until 2001 when it was broken by Barry Bonds. The 12-time All-Star finished his career with 583 home runs. 80 players. Warren Spann told me to stay in school and not slap any teachers. Jay. Hey Jay, what's up? Spann called me the young fella. Hi Faith. Yo, 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 what's up? Boom Slang's in the house. How you doing there, Boom Slang? Thanks for popping in the stream. Hey, Mick. Yo, Big Rays Ball Cards and Auctions and Big Rays Ball Cards and Auctions. All right, 2 more players to go in this mini series here that we started last week and finished this week. Dennis Eckersley came up as a flame-throwing starter with the Cleveland Indians in 1975 and tossed a no-hitter against the California Angels in 1977 at the age of 22. Eck, a 20-game winner for the Boston Red Sox in 1978, won 149 games as a starter, but appeared to be in decline when he was traded from Chicago Cubs to the Oakland A's in 1987. Their manager Tony La Russa made him a closer, and Eckersley went on to save 390 games, winning a Cy Young and an MVP while pitching the A's into the World Series in 3 straight years. He and John Schmaltz are the only pitchers to post both a 20-win and a 50-save season in their career. And last but not least is John Schmaltzy with the Atlanta Braves. This right-hander's unique career makes him one of the most memorable hurlers of any generation. John Schmaltz was the first pitcher elected to the Hall of Fame who underwent Tommy John surgery during his career, and is the only pitcher in the MLB history with at least 200 wins with 213 and 150 saves with 154. Proving that he thrived whether he was starting or finishing games. Schmaltz, the 16th pitcher to ever reach 3,000 career strikeouts, had the 4th most strikeouts in the 1990s and was the only player on hand for each of the Atlanta Braves' 14 consecutive division titles from 1991 to 2005. He went 15-4 with 4 saves and 41 postseason appearances. So there we have it, the second half of 80 years of 80 Ionic players. Part 2 of 2. Hopefully you enjoyed that. And then there's not much, a couple other articles in this magazine, but I just wanted to share those two. MLB's Ace of the Diamonds. Little article in here on the yard crew that does the back work. There's a crossword puzzle with there's Trout and Tony La Russa. Article about him. And Buck Ball arrives in New York. 30-game winners. Pitchers lucky to win 20 now. Then I guess they talk about 30-game winners in a short article, and then they finish things up. But I just wanted to share that. Ooh, that's a nice Ken Griffey Jr. there. Be nice if I had. I don't have a Gem Man 10. I think mine's a 9 or an 8. My number 1 1989 Ken Griffey Jr. But that was cool. Hopefully you all enjoyed that. Gonna get ready here. We've got our 10 thumbs up. We did it. We made it. By the time we finish this, if we have 20 thumbs up, we'll open up a box of Mosaic. Okay? I'm gonna let my head air out a second here. You guys don't mind if I keep my head off, right? Because I know my head will be thankful for it. There's no sun beating out on it, so it's not like I have to cover it up for any reason, really. I just don't want the glare to not allow you to see things. Alright, what did I miss? 80 players. Spann called me young fellows. Alright, it looks like we are up to date on the chat. Oh, and one last quick momentary happening thing here. Don't forget, tomorrow, at the end of tomorrow's live stream in the afternoon, we will be announcing the winners of currently our 7 prizes. Our 7 prizes. We're up to 7, right? Yeah. You know we're up to 7. Or 6. We'll make it to 7 if we get 5 more 5 more entries. We're looking for 5 more entries on the wheel to get 7 prizes. Right now we've got 6 prizes. We're 5 entries away for 7 prizes. So, just thought I would give you a heads up on that. Let me score this. Alright. Got the plastic scored on this blaster box, and we'll see what we can find here. We are just at the hour mark. So that's pretty good compared to last week. I think last week it took us a little while to get this far in the stream. I did a little bit more, so I had a little bit less this week for the part 2. So I don't know if they have a special. I don't think they do they? No, I don't think they did this year have a special little patch type thing they did. I think they did it. I thought they did it in Series 1. It's probably just in one of the packs here or something. Oh. I'm going to check something real quick. Let me put this here and have it ready. I'm gonna weigh these. I don't know if one of these have that little patch thing they put in there. What do we got? 1 ounce. That's weird. 1 ounce. All these packs are gonna be 1 ounce. Less than an ounce. Ooh, 1.3. 1 ounce. Close to an ounce. Close to an ounce. So this one weighs the least, and this one weighs the most. That might have the big. Might have something different in it. That one, the bottom pack is 1.3 ounces. So what do you got? 5, 6, 7 packs. You get 7 packs in a box here. I thought I refreshed this one. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, so let's see what we can find. What was the big thing they were trying to pull in Series 1? I'm trying to remember. Oh, by the way, just so you know, I put another 50 items up in my eBay store, and I'll hopefully try and get some done this afternoon too. But we've got Chris Archer here with the Tampa Bay Rays. We got Gregory Soto with the Tigers. We got Mike Brousseau with the Tampa Bay Rays. Jose Altuve with the Houston Astros. Zach Greinke with the Houston Astros. Oh, there's our first rookie, I think. Ivan Castillo with the Padres rookie card. Shout out to Kevin's Models and More for the first rookie in the pack in the box. Wander until they found out there's a million. There are millions of them. There's millions of Wanders. Yeah, I started finding the Wanders, and the Wanders weren't selling like hotcakes when they first came out. Ahmed Rosario with the Guardians. Then we've got Max Scherzer with the Dodgers. We've got Hanser Alberto with the Royals. Shout out to Locken. Chris Flexen with the Seattle Mariners. First Seattle Mariners sighting. First Seattle Mariners sighting. Then we got an Alex Bregman with the Houston Astros. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. with the Blue Jays. Then we've got, oh, I like that one, Fernando Tatis Jr. with the Padres. 2021's greatest hits. His cards are still selling on eBay, so the fans aren't giving up on Fernando. Hopefully he doesn't let people down. And Ronald Acuna Jr. with the Atlanta Braves. So we got the 2021's greatest hits, Fernando Tatis, and the Ronald Acuna Jr. stars of the MLB. All right. So let's see what we got in our second pack here. Like we got a Lou Bob on the back there, in case you didn't see it. Spencer Howard, Super Chat Game of the Day, any auto or SSP, $5. SP or numbered cards, $2 Super Chat. Let's see what we can find in here, see if anybody wants to play the game. Alright, Spencer Howard with the Texas Rangers. Tyler Gilbert, rookie card for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Shout out to Kevin's Models and More for our second rookie. Let me double check. We didn't get any other rookies, did we? I keep forgetting the emblem is so small to see. Nope, only 2 rookies out of the box so far. Alright, let's see, I'll scooch that up there, put these guys here so you can see the base cards. Cedric Mullins with the Orioles. Zach Wheeler with the Phillies. Kyle Tucker with the Astros. Kwang Hyun Kim with the Cardinals. Miggy Cabrera with the Tigers. Aaron Ashby with the Brewers. Rookie card. Alright, Raciel Iglesias with the Angels. Taylor Rogers with the Twins. Mason Thompson with the Nationals rookie card. Merrill Kelly with the Diamondbacks. And then who do we got here now? We've got Welcome to the Show, Kirby Puckett, Hall of Famer with the Minnesota Twins. And the Lou Bob. And the Lou Bob. Stars of the MLB. Right. Moving on to pack number 3. All right. We've got Mauricio Dubon with the Giants. Carlos Rodon with the White Sox. Shout out to Chuck. Jorge Mateo with the Baltimore Orioles. Gotta set that Mateo aside for somebody I want to send it to. I already got my complete series, so I don't need these bases or anything. I'll be finding homes for them eventually. Hunter Renfroe with the Boston Red Sox. Matt Manning with the Tigers rookie card. Then we got Eddie Rosario with the Braves. Anthony Desclafini with the Giants. Mookie Betts with the Dodgers. There we go. We got a future star. Here, put that there. Set these guys over here for now because I got to make room for future stars along with the rookies here. Well, welcome to the show first. We'll squeeze them if we need to make more room. Bobby Dalbec for the Red Sox, future star. We'll make room for the Gold Cup and we'll shift these guys over. Omar Narvaez with the Brewers. Jake Berger with the Chicago White Sox rookie card. Shout out to Chuck. There's another Miguel Cabrera. Didn't we have another Cabrera? Didn't we have another Miggy? I think it was a different one. Let's see, what's the number on this one? 560. Is that the base? 560s? No. I think this is this is an SP, I think. Let's stop here real quick. We got a Shohei Ohtani with the Angels. Shohei, and they did. I thought they usually put them upside down. Shohei Ohtani for a silver, and then a Ke'Bryan Hayes. Where'd that other Miggy go? Got to pay attention here. Miguel Cabrera. Where's that Cabrera at? I think that was the only other Miggy we had, wasn't it? Uh-oh. Yes, we did. We found the Miguel Cabrera, the regular, and I don't know if that's the SP or not. Can anyone check that while we're in the live stream here for now? But I'm gonna do this for now. All right there, Aaron, you take care. Say hi to Mama and the crew. Hopefully everything's gonna go with her dad. Go to preschool open house. Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, there we go. 560 is the SP. So we got an SP here. This is 560, so it's an SP. Well, there we go there, Big Ray. We got a short print. We got a short print. The Miguel Cabrera. Okay. Let me do that real quick. See, and that was just upside down. It wasn't backwards or anything, so I guess you just got to look for the SPs on the back here. Added note for sure. Hold on, I'm going to do something else real quick here. Not that one. Not that one. There we go. Put my SP sticker on here. That's pretty cool. That was a nice little SP for Miguel, for Miggy, a Miggy SP. You never know when you'll find an SP. What's that one? I think I put that over here. Sorry, my extra stickers. Boom. And Lockin's playing along too. All right, so Big Ray. All right. Right, we're up to 99 entries. We got 99 entries with 1 day left to go. 1 day left to go. Did I go through the rest of those? Yeah. I think we did, right? Yeah, we got the Shohei Ohtani. And what was our the other card besides that? Mookie Betts, Desclani, Rosario, Renfro, Rodon, I don't know why on the iPhone or the iPad you can't do that, but that's okay. It doesn't, that a penny doesn't bother me at all. Yeah, when you're on a computer, you could do $7.77. You can do $19.95. You can do whatever amount you want. But no, on your phones, it has to be $1.99, $2.99, $5.99, $4.99. I don't know why they don't let you do just, yeah. It's beyond me. Never could figure that out. All right, we're in the middle of the box now. We did find one short print so far. We got the Miggy. The Miguel Cabrera short print here. Okay. I'll just have to go back through these and see if there's any short prints. Or actually, I can go to the trading card database and it'll show which ones are the short prints. But Brian Anderson with the Marlins. Alek Manoah, future star. Travis Shaw with the Red Sox. Tony Santillan with the Reds. Apple rounds it up and keeps your penny. Oh, is that what it is? Rounds it up and keeps your penny for every super chat, huh? Cincinnati Reds, Wade Miley. Cleveland Guardians, Eli Morgan, rookie card. Josh Naylor with the Guardians. T1 Walker with the Mets. Joey Votto with the Reds. Justin Dunn with the Seattle Mariners. Michael Brantley with the Houston Astros. Danny Jansen with the Toronto Blue Jays. And then Tim Anderson with the White Sox. Shout out to Chuck. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. with the Blue Jays. Okay, let's see here. Tell you what, I'm going to put my Seattle Mariners down here. For lack of spaces for them. Put those guys up there. The Tim Anderson here. Shohei Ohtani. Moving on to pack number 5. After this one here, I'll take a little bit of water break. Looks like a nice colorful chrome card coming up here maybe. Jason Hayward with the Cubs. Joe Musgrove with the Padres. Shout out to Kevin's Models and More. Cincinnati Reds Eugenio Suarez, who is now with the Seattle Mariners. Shout out to Big Family in Sports. Tom Murphy with the Seattle Mariners. I don't even know if Murphy's still with us. I think he is. He's a catcher. But Murphy, oh no, I think he did actually catch part of the game the other day when they gave Cal Raleigh some time off. Brendan Rodgers with the Rockies. Jonah Heim with the Rangers. And Dalton Simmons with the Twins. John Gant with the Twins. Adam Duvall with the Braves. Cal Raleigh. That's our awesome catcher this year. Rookie card for the Seattle Mariners. Lou Bob with the White Sox. Shout out to Chuck. Mikey Ustrumsky with the Giants. Shout out to Cards My Car with our Posada. Then we've got a Topps Chrome. Brian Hayes with the Pirates. And a Jacob deGrom Stars of the MLB. So we got a Topps Chrome Stars of the MLB. Brian Hayes. Okay, put him on the bottom there. part of that group. I knew that was different. That's for sure. Pack number 6. I know, I said I was going to take a sip of water. Figured we're getting closer. Might as well try and finish things up here. We're at an hour and 20 minutes right now. Really like Raleigh. He is smashing the ball. Yeah, he's pretty good for a catcher, isn't he? Kevin Pillar climbing up the wall there with the Mets. Mariano Rivera rookie card for the Royals. And we got Jared Walsh with the Angels. Nelson Cruz with the Tampa Bay Rays. Sammy Long with the San Francisco Giants. Rookie card. Tim Anderson with the White Sox. Throwback uniform there. That's not a short print, right? Nope. Alex Reyes with the Cardinals. Isia Kiner Falefa with the Rangers. Then we've got Marcus Stroman with the Mets. Lars Nootbaar rookie card for the Cardinals. Aaron Judge, he just hit the, I think, 50 mark in his home runs this year. I think I saw an alert today on that. So he either hit it today or got it late yesterday. Max Kepler with the Minnesota Twins. Then we got a Max Scherzer with the Dodgers. Throwback card, Wood Greens. And Nolan Arenado, Stars of the MLB. Oh, alright, this is the thick pack, and the one that weighed like 1.3 ounces. Oh, I don't see a big card that I'm aware of. Oh wait, yeah, I think there is. Because I'm pretty sure you can decide which ones. Yeah, the manufactured card by the weight of the packs. He actually predicted before the season he was going to hit 50 this year, calling his shot. Uh-oh, what's that? What's that little pop-up window? Got something happening on my screen here. Must have been testing me, see if I was paying attention to it. We'll save that. On the end there, Clayton Kershaw with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Okay. Is our Stars of the MLB. So our nice little hit or manufactured patch is going to be right when we see the Stars of the MLB. Steven Matz with the Toronto Blue Jays. Jorge Soler with the Braves. Yan Gomes with the Athletics. Corey Seager with the Dodgers. Ian Happ with the Cubs. Matt Barnes with the Red Sox. Alex Wells, rookie card for the Orioles. Corey Kluber with the New York Yankees. We've got a Garrett Hampson with the Colorado Rockies. Mike Zunino with the Tampa Bay Rays. Cesar Hernandez with the Chicago White Sox. Adam Wainwright with the St. Louis Cardinals. Oh, boom! We got an extra nice one, a blue. We got a blue. I'll put the rookie cards up here. We didn't get no Gold Cup cards, Series 1. I think usually they come in Series 2 anyway. Jorge Soler with the Atlanta Braves, blue. Not serialized. Still a nice Jorge Soler, blue. And then there's our Clayton Kershaw. Let's see what we've got. Oh. They go this way. JNMSO. Oh my word, I got the Shohei Ohtani patch. I got the Shohei Ohtani jersey card. Jersey number card. Oh wow, 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 wow. That is cool. Wonder what these are going for on the number medallion. Is that what they call these? The number medallion? There you go. I think my wife got it. That was just our missionary friend's son in New York. Figured my wife will answer that one. Oh my word. I don't think I have. Do I have any of that? There's some penny sleeves that are better than others. I don't know if it's going to go on here or not. I don't want to force it. Yep, Shohei patch. Last 4 just sold for $1. So they're not getting much, or they just don't know how to present them on their eBay stores sometimes. But I'm going to just hold on to these anyway because I'm trying to see how many I can get in the set. How many are in the set for the patch? Player jersey number medallion cards. Plus almost $5 for shipping. No, if you pack it right, it can go in PWE. It's just a matter of sometimes because of the width, but if you package it the right way, you can do that. But I'm not going to mess with it. I'll find a penny sleeve that will fit the patch. That is pretty cool there. Okay. Yeah, that's where they get you to. No, for probably be like $3.50 for shipping. Depends on where it's going. But yeah, between $3.50 and $4.50 for shipping for these patch cards. That's for sure. But we've got some future stars there, some rookie cards here, a few Seattle Mariners. But we did get the short print here. Short print for the Miguel Cabrera. I kind of got it with the base in the back there. That way if I decide to sell it, I'll give them both. The base and the short print on that one. So other than that, I'll go through these real quick. Or actually, while we're waiting, let me just look real quick. Doesn't hurt to. Okay. Hate when these things go, when they flip-flop them like that. See? I think Topps does this to us on purpose, you know? I mean, they make the CMP code so small you can hardly read it anyway. But if I hold them at the right distance and stuff, I can usually, I'm just going to play the game here and flip them around. gonna play the game, Tops. But you can't get your printers to do the job the right way. Why would somebody do that to their product? You think QA would be premier #1, right? I'll just do this after every box now, just to make sure you don't miss. Usually you'll just get one short print in a box. But believe it or not, I've seen it happen before, where once I got 2 in the same box. The one was obvious. The second one, I didn't have any idea it was a short print until I compared it to the base card. That's what gets funny sometimes. There we go. No others. Let me just double check real quick before we do sign off that I didn't do anything wrong and promise you something and not do it. Nope, still 10 thumbs up. 5 people watching. Mustang in the background. Oh yeah, there's a guy on the cul-de-sac behind us. In the winter time, he's up like at 5 o'clock in the morning warming up his vehicle before he takes off, and then you'll hear when he leaves. He's warming it up right now, and then you'll hear when he's taken off out of the neighborhood if we're still online. You'll hear him. Yep, big Ray Mustang in the background. Guess you'd know that sound anywhere there, Big Ray, huh? Hold on a second, I want to find... one of my bigger... I think this one might work. Nope, that's not it either. That's for one of my schedules. For a Ken Griffey Jr. schedule. Trying to find a bigger penny sleeve. I have some of them, I just got to get in the habit of leaving them separate. Alright, get a case to put it in. For now, can't remember if I have a Shohei Ohtani or not. I don't think I do, but I might. But I'll find out when I have time to go over to where I got them stacked across the room. So, until then, I'll just use this plastic. This can go here. This can go here. No, I'll put that in there because I must have had those numbers already. No problem. My pleasure, brother. Alright. Big Ray, Chuck Dupree, Donald, thank you for the package. I love the Kofax jersey. Oh, no problem. I thought you might like. I put packages together for people that are on my list that interact with me more often and send me stuff in the mail. So enjoy, Chuck. As soon as I get enough cards together, I'll send you another repack box. I haven't seen any new videos, so are you creating videos yet or not? Probably not, huh? But we'll see. One more entry and then we'll have 7 prizes that will be given out tomorrow at the end of the stream. Okay? So other than that, I believe that's all I got for today. Oh, did I miss a $2 super chat? I think I did. So we're going to have the 7 for sure. Okay, hold on. Let me get this real quick. Forgot to do that, Big Ray. No. All right, we are at 101 entries. Everybody knows what that means. Unless we get 24 more tomorrow, we got 7 prizes on the wheel. We marked down for 7 prizes tomorrow. Right now, as it stands, we'll start each month off with 4, and when we hit 50 and then 75 and then 100, that's how we'll do that. Boom. Caught that late one there from Boom Slang right before the super chat. Jay's Mix in the house, Big Ray's Ball Cards and Auctions. Alright, so we will be having again, we'll be having our drawing tomorrow at the end of the stream. Tomorrow we'll be doing our 1981 Pro Football Hall of Fame. And then we will be opening up a pack of Football 2021 Panini Contenders football pack. And then we'll also be opening up, I believe, a mosaic. Yes, I believe a mosaic will be next in the lineup. In case you're wondering, a mosaic. I gotta fix all this stuff. Everything's gonna go tumbling down on me. So for now, you're gonna go here in the front. But that will be our content for tomorrow. In case you're wondering, I'll throw that away now. I don't need that marker in the magazine. Alright. A spot on Sports Card 24/7. Yesterday's stream, my friend. Oh, neat. Alright, so other than that, oh wow, was it for the break last night? Alright, so yes, we have 101 entries. Okay. I don't think he took off yet. No, I think somebody's running their boat across the street. I got a guy across the street from me on this side. He repairs boats for people, and it's getting close to the end of boating season, so maybe some people are taking their boats out for one last weekend before they close up boating season. Alright. So other than that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up for today. Let me put my baseball cap back on for that. Oh, Mateo. It's got to go. I think I'll penny sleeve it though. Alright. So other than that, you all take care. This has been Dumb Plum Doll Hall of Fame Sports Cards and more. Oh, I saw my shiny head there, didn't you? Sports Cards and more. Having been lied to you with Take It Back Tuesday. 80 years of 80 Ionic players. Part 2 of 2. Again, if you missed part 1, you can always go back in my videos and catch both of them. You'll see it on recent videos. You'll see it go back a few to last Tuesday, and you'll see it on my channel. Check out his channel here. Oh, there you go. All right, so other than that, until tomorrow, you all take care. Have a wonderful and blessed day. I'll probably see you around the channels. And it's not just words, but be blessed. We'll see you all tomorrow, okay? Same bat time, same bat channel, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Bye for now.